What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, back with another news video, and we got some pretty interesting stuff that leaked over the week, so I'm going to go over it here. Now, before I give you the highlights, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, we're almost at 138,000 subscribers, just past the halfway point, so big thanks to you guys, all the support, the likes, that definitely helps a lot. Now, as for the highlights, we have official images of the Air Jordan 4 Lightning, which is our first look. Now, as for the exclusive news in this video, the Air Jordan 4 Winterized will release in October. There's much more on those two later on in the video, as well as more stuff from Jordan Brand. Now, if you're a fan of dunks, there's a ton in this video. Everything from first looks to release date changes, and even pairs that didn't have release dates. As well, there's a few other stuff from Nike and a few things from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. We have another Yeezy Boost 700 set to release in Mauve. This time it'll be the V2. Now, what we're looking at is a Photoshop, so what releases may look different. However, the pair will feature shades of brown and black throughout, while lime green detailing hits the midsole. Lastly, we have a gum rubber outsole. At the time of shooting this video, the pair is expected to release in August, and the retail price will be $240. The Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 will feature a new look on the upper, and this pair is known as MX Rock. Now, that same pattern is similar to what was used on the MXT Moon Gray Yeezy Foam Runner, featuring dark shades on the upper while mixing brown and dark gray throughout. Black hits the side stripe, while dark brown hits the laces, liner, and Boost midsole. We don't have a specific release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut in September, and the retail price will be $220. In this video, there's a lot of Nike Dunk news, so I'm going to try to go through it at a somewhat faster pace. And the first pair that I'm going to talk about is the Nike Dunk Low GS, known as Tropical Twist. Now, the pair features a light bone Tropical Twist black and white colorway, and this is a grade school exclusive release. At least that's what it's being reported as for now. Now, the good news is we do have a release date, which is May 20th, and the retail price will be $85. Unfortunately, the release date for the Nike Dunk Low Michigan and the Nike Dunk Low Team Green, also known as Spartan Green, originally both were expected to release on April 16th, which would be today, but now the new release date is May 13th, and the retail price will be $100 each. Another release date change for the Nike LeBron 8 Hardwood Classic. Originally, I was told that the pair would release on April 23rd. Then the shoes popped up on the Sneakers app, had a release date for April 14th, and now the pair has been pushed back until April 28th. It's very possible that another release date change could take place, and if that does, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Also, the retail price will be $200. Recently, official images popped up of the Nike Kobe 6 Pro Tro Pop. So for those that don't know, POP stands for Playoff Pack, and this specific colorway is also known as White Del Sol. Originally released in 2011, also returning is the Black Del Sol colorway, and unfortunately we don't have a release date for this pair, nor do we have a release date for the Black Del Sol pair. Now, they are expected to debut this spring, and the retail price will be $180. So, no new information, but wanted to showcase the official images because we've only saw a preview prior to this, and let me know your thoughts on this pair returning down below. Another new Nike Dunk Low recently popped up, and for now this pair is being called Peace. Now, to go over the shoes, they feature black on the panels, toe, and ankle, while ivory suede lands on the overlays. We then have white on the swoosh logos, laces, and midsole, while Sashiko-like stitching lands on the panels and heel. Green then hits the tongue label and heel, and we also have a gum rubber outsole. Now, the highlight of the shoe would be the Peace logo by the heel, which appears to be stamped in. Currently, we only have the one image, and unfortunately, no release date, no time frame, but the rumor is that they will release sometime this year. And the retail price potentially could be $100. Undercover and Nike will team up once again, and the two will release another Dunk High collaboration. This pair is known as UBA, which stands for Undercover Basketball Association, utilizing red leather on the upper while black lands on the overlays. We then have speckled detailing on the white midsole while just plain white runs across the outsole. On the sides by the heel, we have UBA branding, and just below it, it reads Undercover Basketball Association. Last up, we have co-branding on the insoles. Again, no release date for this pair, possibly releasing in fall, although that's not confirmed, and no retail price as of yet. A few weeks back, I leaked that the Nike Dunk Low Purple Pulse would be releasing during spring or summer 2021. Now, I wasn't able to see the shoes. I did a mock-up of what they potentially could look like, but overall the image was just created to represent the colorway. Now we have a first look, and they look nothing like the Photoshop. Now, to go over the pair, it features white leather on the base, and then we have an acid wash like finish on the overlays across the eye stay, around the toe and heel, as well as a little bit on the tongue label. Next, we have Purple Pulse suede on the swoosh logos, tongue and heel branding, insoles, and the rubber outsole. Finishing the look is a white midsole. So the pair will release in both men's and women's sizing sometime this spring. Also, the retail price will be $100. I know this video has had quite a few dunks, and we're almost through all of the dunks. And the next pair is another mock-up of the Nike Dunk High Halloween. So recently I went over the Nike Dunk Low as well as the Air Force One Low Halloween that would be releasing in October, but Nike will also release a Dunk High. So what we're looking at is a Photoshop, like I mentioned, or a mock-up, and as you can see, it features various prints. We have red and white on the panels and toe, and then gray and cream on the ankle. Now the ankle, it almost looks like elephant print, but I can't really make out the panels or the toe. I'm not sure what print that is. They are also expected to feature long hair suede, and it's being reported that you can rub off the swoosh logo. Now, I'm not sure what it'll display. It could be a different color or some patterns. Just like the other pairs part of the Halloween pack, this pair drops during October, and the retail price will be $110. Now, we're to the last dunk of the video, and this is the Nike Dunk High EMB Lakers. So EMB stands for embossed, and as you can see, this pair pays tribute to the Los Angeles Lakers. Dressed in a black, opti yellow, court purple, and white colorway, we have Nike written across the side, which is said to be a tribute to the Terminator silhouette, and it comes in the same Lakers typeface. The pair also features vintage athletic logos, which hits the tongue and insoles, while black canvas runs across the upper, and purple leather lands on the overlays. Finishing the look is yellow on the swoosh. Scheduled to release on April 29th, the retail price will be $110. Releasing this fall is a total of 3 colorways of the Supreme Nike Air Max 96. Now, months and months back, images popped up of a black and white pair, and now we have a look at the black and red pair as well as the camo pair. So each pair will feature a similar theme. They feature transparent areas on the panels, and then the overlays will feature leather. Now, depending on the shoe, the camo pair will feature camo, and the other two will have black. Finishing the look, Supreme branding lands on the tongue, insoles, and heel. Now, the rumor is that the 3 will release this fall. However, it's possible that they could drop this summer. In fact, maybe even spring. Everything has been all over the place. And for those that don't remember, the collection was actually scheduled to release in 2020, but due to COVID, the current pandemic, everything has been delayed. Once available, the retail price will be $190. On Air Max Day, Nike showcased a preview of the Travis Scott Nike Air Max 1 Cactus Jack. Now, a lot of people have been excited about more information and overall the shoes releasing, and it turns out there just isn't one colorway, and we do have a time frame for the release. As of now, the rumor is that a total of 5 colorways will debut. Now, all the images are photoshops. However, since we saw previews of the shoes, the overall look should be like this. However, the color placement may look different. So to go over the 5, the first pair features Baroque Brown, Lemon Drop, Wheat, and Chili Red. The second features Off Noir, Cavestone, Dusty Sage, and Celadon. The third features Saturn Gold, Tea Tree Mist, and Tint. The fourth features Gray Haze, light silver, celadon, and canvas. And last up, we have wheat, lemon drop, baroque brown, and chili red. Now, all 5 pairs are expected to release during the holiday season. Unfortunately, it isn't known how they're going to distribute the pairs, if all are going to be available at retailers or if it's going to be a regional release, maybe 1 or 2 drops exclusively on the sneakers app. None of that information is known. However, the retail price will be $160. Aleali May's next collaboration is on the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort. Official images leaked some time back, but release details were unknown. Now that's changed, we have all the information, and the pair is nicknamed Califia. Now there's also a full collection releasing, which will debut on April 22nd. The retail price will be $140. The collection won't just feature the sneakers, but also matching apparel. There's been a very slight release date change for the Travis Scott Air Jordan 6 in British khaki. Now, originally, it was being reported that the shoes would debut on April 29th. However, new reports are stating that they'll actually release on April 30th, which is his birthday. Other than that, new images popped up, which also showcases the box, and the pair will release in full family sizing. Currently, I don't have the retail price breakdown for each, but the adult sizing will retail at $250. Also, we should get a full store listing soon, so once that's available, I'll make sure to include that in an upcoming video, as well as featuring it on SneakerFiles.com. A Ma Maniere recently announced release details for their upcoming collaboration on the Air Jordan 3. There's a total of 3 steps, and I'm going to read straight from their press release, so there won't be any confusion. First up is the women's early access. The launch will kick off on April 14th with a women's early access raffle sign-up prioritizing our women consumers. From April 14th to April 17th, strictly women will be able to enter the draw by setting an appointment on our A Ma Maniere's website for an in-store government ID and size entry confirmation check at their selected local store in one of our cities. List of eligible locations below, which I'll read later on. Appointments must be sent via the website and are limited to 1 per person. No walk-ins will be allowed, and confirmed entries do not guarantee access to a shoe. All winners will be selected before April 21st. Step 2, general raffle. On April 16th, a general online raffle for the A Ma Maniere Air Jordan 3 collection will open at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for all to enter and end on April 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To qualify and join the draw, you must first follow A Ma Maniere on Instagram and Twitter, and any entries must then be entered at amamaniere.com or amamaniere-projects.com. This draw will be limited to 1 per person, confirmed profile, and size. No in-store appointment is required, and confirmed entries do not guarantee access to a shoe. All winners will be selected before April 21st. Now, the last way, the official collection launch. The complete collection will officially launch on April 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on amamaniere.com and amamaniere-projects.com, with units available for purchase while supplies last. So that sounds like it's going to be a horrible release, at least the number 3. We already know bots are going to kill that site, but the list of eligible locations that I mentioned early on is in Atlanta, DC, and Houston. Now, unfortunately, there isn't any details on a sneakers drop. However, official images were pulled some time back, so it's very possible, but I'll have to wait and get the update. So April 21st is for pretty much everybody, and the retail price will be $200. This is somewhat of a first look and new images of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Seafoam. Now, sometime back, images did pop up, but I do believe it was in preschool sizing. Now, this is in adult sizing. Also, this pair is a women's exclusive release. The pair comes dressed in seafoam, healing orange and white, and looking closer on the overlays, it has that very light shade of green, almost a pale green, and comes constructed with nubuck. We then have white leather on the base, White also hits the midsole, and then we have Seafoam on the rubber outsole. From these angles, the only bit of healing orange that I see is on the laces, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do like the Seafoam, the shade, I'm just not liking the laces. Anyways, the pair will release on August 12th and the retail price will be $170. Currently, it isn't known if the pair will release in extended women's sizing. In my last news video, I messed up. I was supposed to showcase the Air Jordan 12 Twist. It was on my list of stuff to cover for that video, but for some reason I just skipped over it. I'm not even sure why I did that. So for the channel, this is a first look. However, I'm sure most of you have already saw the pair, so we'll just say that it's a detailed look at the Air Jordan 12 Twist. Now, I'm not knocking the colorway. The only thing I'm knocking is the Twist nickname, so it better not be based off the Air Jordan 12 Cherry, because if this is a twist based off the Air Jordan 12 Cherry, why don't you just release that shoe? I know about 5, maybe 6 years ago, it was rumored that the shoes would return, but unfortunately the pair was scrapped. I'm not sure why, but instead we get stuff like this. I'm not mad at the shoes. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. Too much white for me, but I still don't think it's a bad looking shoe. So as you can see, it features mostly white throughout while constructed with leather. We then have some red, which lands on the branding on the sides, top 2 eyelets, and the heel branding. Black also lands on the heel, tongue branding, liner, and most of the outsole. I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed. Maybe I just want the Cherry Air Jordan 12 to return, but let me know your thoughts down below. And as for the release details, this pair drops on July 31st, and the retail price will be $190. Alright, so for some exclusive news, I have details on the Air Jordan 14 Winterized. So this is in collaboration with Z Sneakerhead Z and Mr. Unloved Ones. We all played a part in getting this info leaked. And what you're looking at is basically what's releasing. It's very close. However, there is a few things that I need to go over. Unfortunately, it was very difficult to do in the Photoshop, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. Now, as far as the color blocking, that's all correct. Now, the overall materials, they'll be a bit thicker compared to a traditional Air Jordan 14. And you see the stitching that forms the ribbing as well as the overlay that the Ferrari inspired emblem sits on. You won't actually see the stitching, it'll be more grooved. The grooves will be somewhat deep. I think with the overall thicker material and the grooves, it definitely gives it a beefier look. Now, as far as the colorway, it features Archaeo Brown and multicolor. So I'm pretty sure as we get closer to the release date, we'll have the full entire colorway. But to go over the color blocking, it'll feature that shade of brown on the upper, constructed with nubuck, and then we'll have red on the branding and the laces. Now the midsole will have what appears to be almost a translucent tint using black, and then black will also land on the rubber outsole. Now as far as the release date, this pair is scheduled to debut on October 30th, and the retail price will be $210. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. For me, as you guys know, I'm an Air Jordan 14 fan, so 100% will be buying them. I was lucky enough to see an image of the shoes early, and I think for people that are fans of the model, they will like this pair overall. Last up, official images leaked of the Air Jordan 4 Lightning. Now, this gives us our first look at the 2021 retro. And for those that don't know, the pair originally released back in 2006. It was an online only release that was available on the Jumpman 23 website. So back in the day, they used to have special drops. Now everything is done under Nike. So not only did you get the shoes, but you also got a matching t-shirt. So with the return of the shoes, they won't come with a t-shirt, at least to my understanding, they won't. And overall, the quality, it looks nice, but again, I don't have them in hand, I'm just looking at it. Also, it looks on point compared to the first release. They're also going to come with the OG style box, but with a twist. The lid will feature yellow, and then the bottom part will have your traditional cement print. You know, since they aren't releasing the shirt with the shoes, it would be cool if they just release the shirt you can buy individually. I think that would be pretty cool. And as for the release info, this pair is scheduled to release on August 7th, and the retail price is said to be $220. And the rumor is that the price hike comes from the pair featuring a unique box, but the pair is expected to have better materials. So definitely have to wait and see how that goes. This is another pair that will be extremely hyped, just like the Air Jordan 5 Raging Bull. That pair was an older retro, and both have been sought after, at least the first release, so I expect the same to happen here. Also, the pair will release in men's and grade school sizing. So August 7th is the release date, and the retail price will be $220. Let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 4 Lightning in the comment section below. I for sure need at least one pair. I feel bad nowadays trying to double up on shoes, especially since it's so hard to just get one pair. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you liked or disliked. For my next video, I'm going to try to do a news one. Hopefully there's enough news that piles up over the weekend, but if not, I've already shot the video for the Air Jordan 1 High OG Patina, so that video will go out sometime next week, possibly Monday, if not, then Wednesday. Now, before I get out of here, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.